is going on, YouTube? So coming back, just got done with my top 10 centers, and coming back to my top 10 video for today, and that is the top 10 best NHL logos. So I did the NCAA football version, college football version of that video, and I'll probably post the link in the description below. Something that I think is a pretty interesting subject to talk about, and probably will do most of the major sports by the time I'm a couple months into this. But anyway, go ahead and start with my number 10. Now, before I go into this, I'm not doing, for college football, I took a lot of things into account. Tradition, marketability of the logo were two of the big things, and just the overall creativeness of it and how good it looked. Now, for this one, this is just my opinion of the best logos. Most of what I'm using here is my opinion on the best looking logos, because obviously there's more traditional ones than the others, and that did play a factor into it, marketability, all that stuff. But for me, it's just the most visually appealing logos, and the ones that just match their teams the best, and that's what I'm going with, the ones that have the most consistency. So start with number 10, and I've got the Toronto Maple Leafs. So again, this is one of the most traditional logos in hockey, one of the most marketable logos, and that's why it is on the list. It's not the one. It's definitely not, creative or colorful by any stretch of the mind. It's just a maple leaf with the word Toronto Maple Leafs on it when you just boil it down. But as a whole, like I said, it's a very traditional logo, very marketable logo, one of the most recognizable in hockey. So move on to number 9. I got the Montreal Canadiens, and if you guys haven't seen the, I'm assuming most of you have. It's again a lot like the Canadiens, or a lot like the Maple Leafs, traditional, marketable, very recognizable, maybe the most famous team in hockey of all time. Has won the most cups, also one of the biggest fan bases. So move on to number 8, I got the Minnesota Wild. So not by any stretch of the mind one of the most recognizable logos in sports, but for me it's incredibly imaginative. I like the whole idea of it, and the fact that, you know, their jerseys, while they're so colorful, have so much going on, it just works so well to me. I'm not talking about like the M that says Minnesota Wild. I'm talking about like the actual Wild logo, the one that has like the picture of a landscape on it. And I think that one's a very good logo. So move on to number 7, I got the Calgary Flames. So for me, I'm a big fan of simple logos that look cool, and the Calgary Flames did a very good job of that. Obviously, I had to see with the Flames coming off the back. It's been a pretty famous logo for a couple decades now, and again, in my opinion, one of the more visually appealing logos in hockey. So move on to number 6, I got the Colorado Avalanche, and they have, in my mind, a very creative logo, and one that fits very well with the whole scene of Colorado, the blue and purple with the blue and purple A with the snow coming down all over it, obviously looking like a mountain, and again, very creative to me, one that has been one of my favorite logos for a while. So move on to number 5, I got the Chicago Blackhawks. So again, kind of goes back to the marketability and recognizability, especially right now for the Blackhawks. They are one of the more recognizable teams in hockey, obviously one of the most successful teams in hockey, just won the Stanley Cup of recent years, or most successful in recent years, they just won the Cup last year. But move on to number 4, I got the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Flyers to me is a very visually appealing logo. It looks good, it represents the team well, and it has for a while. It's a very consistent logo. They've been using the same one for a while. Number 3, I got the New York Rangers. I like the way the colors work out together. I think it's, again, a very harmonious logo. It looks very good and represents the team very well once again. So move on to number 2, I got the Detroit Red Wings, and this one just might be the most famous logo in hockey. Might be the most recognizable as well. To me, it works very well. You get the little wheel with the flames coming off the back. Red Wings talking about the Choppers in Detroit, and again, very good meaning for the city of Detroit, and one of the favorite teams of the city of Detroit. So move on to number 1, and this one to me is the best logo in hockey. I actually have a jersey in the back. I'll get it. It's the San Jose Sharks. I really like the logo. I like the colors. I think it works out well. It's a team that has had mixed results since they've been in the league, but a team that I just love their logo. I think it looks the best. Obviously, it's not very traditional, or it's a pretty marketable logo. Again, like I said, it's a pretty popular logo. See if I can find it. It's kind of an old jersey, but yeah, there you go. I believe this one is, it's a CCM jersey, so obviously it's from back in the day, but obviously a similar logo to the one they have now. The one they have now uses a little, it utilizes a little bit more teal than it does black on the actual logo. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That concludes my top 10 video. Like I said, this one was going to be quick and to the point. If you do not know all of the NHL logos, I'll just put a link to a picture in the description below. I'll probably also be on the thumbnail. So anyway, that is pretty much it. See ya. On YouTube. So coming back today with my next top 10. So yesterday I did the top 10 biggest NFL draft busts of all time, and then the day before that I did, I believe it was the top 10 NFL fan bases. So today I want to do a video that's a little bit outside of the norm that I do for